All right, cool.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
All right, there's still
What's up, everybody?
one moment. I want to start seeing some faces. All right, here we go. Starting to see more faces. That's good.
That's our theme song, guys. I just made it up for the game show.
It's great. All right, I'm just going to go over how this is going to work. So thank you for joining us for the objection handling happy hour here with Joe Oz Real Estate Group. So what's going to happen is Joe's going to call on one of you that are in the Zoom. I will spin the wheel for you. I have no control over where it lands. There are several objections on there, so that objection will come up, and then you're going to role play and how you will handle that objection. There are some fun things here for the people who did join us. So as you can see, there's a bonus 1 and bonus 2. If it lands on either of the bonuses, we have a fun thing. There's 2 options. There are 2 categories. One is called Gil Olson's Celebrity Crushes. I will give you a list of celebrities and you have to guess which one Gil Olson has a crush on. If you guess correctly, you win a $5 gift card to your local coffee shop. The other bonus topic is common Joe Oz phrases. So I'm going to give you 3 quotes and you're going to pick the one that Joe Oz says all of the time. And you can win a $5 gift card if you win correctly. So that's how we will play the game. Any questions, comments, or concerns before we start?
That was awesome, Warren. Thank you. So, cool, guys. So we've got some objections here. And what's going to happen is I'm gonna pick a name out of a hat, and I'm gonna pick someone here. We're gonna spin it, and then I'm gonna be the caller, and you're gonna be the realtor to beat the objection. Let's go, Jason. You want to start? I think he's on mute. I think.
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Let's spin it.
I'm excited to spin the wheel.
This is the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. Whoa. Okay.
So
Seller, will you do it for 3%? Right. So I'm going to set it up. So here's the situation, Jason. Right. You're at a listing appointment. Right. The listing appointment is going great. You've already gone over the price. Right. You've agreed on the price. You've already gone over your marketing. They love your marketing, right? Now, the last thing that we have to discuss is your commission, right? And so you're filling out the listing agreement, and I'm going to say to you, will you do it for 3%? So, hey, Jason, you know what? Are you ready?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, Jason, yeah, dude, I love everything here. I just spoke to Redfin and they said they would do it for 3%. Would you do it for 3%?
Yeah. So the industry standard at a high level is typically 6%. And you tend to generally net about 5 to 6% more with a great team that could provide high service. So the best we could do is 5. That's
okay. Could you do it?
I haven't done listing appointments in forever, so
that's okay. Let's keep going, man. So could you do it for 4?
Yeah, so we provide a lot of value, and we have a team that provides a lot of support. And the best, ideally we would do 3 on sell side and 2% on buy side. So 5 is typically what we find best for everyone.
Okay. If I agree to sign the paperwork right now, would you do it for 4?
Sure.
No, I would say yes as well. All right, dude, Jason, great job. Does anybody have any feedback? Would they do anything differently?
I've never had that objection.
Cool. So yeah,
at that point yet.
guess what? You guys have been working a lot of buyers, right? Because there hasn't been a lot of listings, right? Do you think that's about to change?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Ethan, you one of your first buyers turned out to be a seller as well, correct? You have them listed right now.
Correct.
Cool.
Although
Do you
I
guys mind if
moved it to Sam?
Cool. Yeah. Well, you were like brand new, so you like needed someone to kind of help you, right? But that's like your people. So Jason, can I give you some feedback?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, man, that was awesome, dude. You did great, man. Don't discredit yourself, man. I hate when you do that. Like, you're awesome, man. Like, you know what you're supposed to do. You have the training, right? So like, what's gonna happen is above and beyond and everything else, you just have to be confident, right? What's gonna happen is usually, and I love how you didn't dive into it, man. Right? Like, what people do is like, well, Redfin. Then they'll start like, one thing you don't do is you don't like shit talk Redfin, right? Because there's always going to be, guys, when the market gets really, really difficult, or if it gets difficult, like there was an agent, I'm still an agent now, but he would list your house for $500. Like, he'd be like, you know what, I'll just do it for $500. Like, to beat all the other agents, he had no value prop. He'd be like, I'll do it for $500. Right. And then the times that I tried to like beat that agent up and like, well, he does this and blah, 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 it didn't go very well. So that was really, really good. And then, yes, if someone's going to say to me, I will sign it right now, below 4%, I kind of have a hard time with it. I'm going to fight for that number. Right. I really try to get to 4.5, but that was really good. All right,
Yeah, I
cool.
was gonna push for 4.5, but figured 2 and 2.
Yeah. So Sam Marks had this yesterday, man, that people were like 4%, 4%, 4%. And then, and he got it at 4.5, right? So we could at least keep 2.5 and offer out 2, right? Cool. Awesome. All right. Who's next? Lori, you're next. You ready?
Guess so.
So excited about this wheel.
I'm nervous.
Dude, oh, we got another seller. Lori, do you anticipate going on listing appointments and taking listings?
Oh yeah, that's the goal.
Cool. By a show of hands, who has gotten this? Who has heard this come out of a buyer's mouth this year or the last like 12 months? Right?
Yeah.
I want to sell, but where am I going to go? Okay. So, hey, Lori, yeah, you know what? I'm living in, I don't know. I'm living somewhere in New Jersey and I really want to sell my house. You know what it is? My kids have gone to college. I'm ready to make a move. I'm an empty nester. You know, my knees kind of hurt. I don't like going upstairs anymore. I'd like a 1-level house. I'd like something a little bit smaller. My son moved to Austin. My daughter moved to Asheville because they're super cool, hip people, and they're moving to all the cool cities. Me and my husband are here by ourselves, and yeah, I just don't know where I'm gonna go. So I don't think I'm gonna move right now.
Okay, well, lucky for you. I work with a whole entire real estate team. We work with properties off the market as well as on the market. So we can totally sit down and kind of go over what you're looking for. And I can get to working with my team to find you something that fits your expectations.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna do that, Lori, because I go on Zillow like every day, and then every house I like is just like it's already under contract.
Right. Like I said, my real estate team and I, we work with a bunch of off-market properties, which is super valuable in today's market. So once we sit down and go over like what you're looking for, bedrooms, baths, all of that good stuff, I can get on the phone and start looking up some off-market properties to get you in there that people aren't seeing on the market, that it's not listed on the multiple listing service. So not everyone is seeing this property. So you have a really good chance over everyone else.
Oh, cool. That sounds cool. What's an off-market property? Why wouldn't it be on Zillow?
So off-market property typically is someone who had their property on the market, maybe it expired, or just calling around the neighborhood that you're interested in and literally asking people if they know anyone that's looking to sell their home, or for sale by owners and things like that. So does that answer your question? Does that give clarification?
Wow. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So it sounds like you have like an inventory of houses that are on the MLS, but you have like a secret inventory that like not everyone has access to. Is that right?
That exactly. It's like a secret inventory that not every realtor is utilizing.
Damn. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Can we meet?
Absolutely. Are you a morning time person, afternoon, evening? What works best for you?
Tomorrow at 10 works great.
Awesome. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to it.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Guys, how did Lori do? Thumbs up. Yeah. Lori, woohoo.
Thanks.
Cool. Lori, can I give you some feedback? Can I tighten that thing up for you?
Absolutely.
Sure. So when I get this rebuttal, and I hear this one a lot, right? And not from you guys, but I coach with agents outside of our organization, and they feel so. I did a video a couple of weeks ago about why our realtors so defeated. That was my inspiration. They're like, well, this lady wants to list, but there's nothing available, so I'm just not gonna list her house. And I was like, what? Are you crazy? Like, oh my God, that's insanity. Like that, like, why don't you just do your job and help them, right? This is like, Joe's gonna get a little candid right now, right? So like, but what happens is this: is everyone's frustrated. Your bonus gift card if someone answers that Zillow call on this thing, and we can hear you. Gift card. Good. $25 gift card to anywhere you want. Any coffee store. Answer that Zillow call live, and we can hear you. $50 gift card.
I'm not getting any calls.
I'll pretend.
Did anyone's phone ring besides mine?
Mine didn't ring.
No,
Hey, Lauren, will you ping Andre like immediately? That's been happening. My phone's ringing. I don't know what zip code I
Okay, well,
have.
I did, yes, I got it.
All right. Well, please do it ASAP because that's not good. So if my phone's ringing, and that means it's not going to the agents. All right, cool, guys. Maybe that's why we're not answering these calls. So anyway, what happens is this is so what I talk about is this is so this is okay, you guys, I would write this down, right? So when someone's like, well, everything's under contract and I probably shouldn't sell, but this is what I say. I say, cool. What strategies are you using to find a home? Lori, what do you think they say next?
They're probably going to say like looking on Zillow or realtor.com or something along those lines, or not using any strategy.
You know what? Role play with me. Hey, Lori, great. I hear that. What strategies are you using to find a home right now?
So like I said, we're using off-market properties to get our.
No. You're the I'm sorry. I'm the realtor. You're the person. You're the seller. You what I normally here, I'm just gonna say it, right? I'm sorry for confusing you. What I normally say is this. I'll be like, hey, what strategies are you using to find a home right now? And they do. They say, well, we're going on Zillow, and then we're driving through some neighborhoods, and we're going to open houses, but there really aren't any open houses, and every house we find is always under contract. So I like let them sit with that, and then I say, okay, great. I'm so sorry. I was asking what strategies you're using to find an open. Everyone's looking on Zillow. Everyone's driving past houses. Everyone's missing out on homes. But what I'm specifically asking, and this is why Zillow connected us, what strategies specifically are you using to find a home? And then what do you think they say?
Probably nothing.
Yeah, nothing. They're like, well, Joe, when you put it that way, where I guess we're really not being strategic. Awesome, cool. Well, can I tell you where I always say this, right? Can I show you where my buyers are winning? Right? I would write that down. Can I show you where my buyers are winning? Right? Can I show you where my buyers are winning? Well, yeah, cool. Well, my team and I, as a matter of fact, we sell over 100 houses a year. And by the way, in order to sell over 100 houses a year, we're going on anywhere from 50 to 100 listing appointments every single year. And over the past few years, we've gone on hundreds of listing appointments. Not everybody was ready to list. So we have a database of listings that are coming up in the next 12 months that I can go and fish from for you, right? We have for sale, and then the rest of the stuff that you said, we have for sale by owners. And I say this exact script. I say, you know what? We have two lists of houses that I can show you. We have a list of houses that are on the market. They're on Zillow. Everyone can see them. They're like public knowledge. And then we have a list of homes that just aren't. And as a matter of fact, we're selling 2 or 3 of these every month. And what's happening is I'm a matchmaker. I'm marrying buyers and sellers together because I'm being strategic. These are for sale by owners. These are houses that expired. These are people that are still freaked out from COVID and don't want strangers in their house, but they would accept an offer. These are, we have a team that's constantly calling neighborhoods, seeing who would sell their house in the next 6 months. So we're just doing more. You know what I say all the time? I say, I have a plan. We have a plan. We're different than everyone else. I actually have a plan. It sounds like I have a plan. And what I'd love to do is I'd love to get really, really strategic with you and find a plan that custom fits you, right? And then I'll use an analogy of like buying a suit, right? I'll be like, you know what? I could buy a suit off the rack. It'll fit me. It'll be cool. Or I can have a custom made suit that's gonna just, when I put the custom made suit on, oof, feels, I am like ready to strut through the town with my brand new custom made suit on. The off the rack suit is tight. It's cool, whatever. I'm gonna have it tailored, but it's just different. I'd like to custom make a plan for you. And what that would entail is us just sitting down, me getting to know you. I can't, if I'm in a relationship with you, I can, and I know you really, really well, I can marry you to the perfect property owner off the market. If I don't know you, I can't help you. Why don't we just sit down and have a conversation? Right? It's kind of like when you ever like know someone so well that you're like out traveling or you're in a store and you see something for them that would be perfect for them and you buy it for them and it's for their birthday later on, or it's for like a holiday in the future, but you know them so well that when you ran into that thing, you're like, oh my God, this is perfect for Mary. I'm going to grab it right now and put it aside and give it to her. You wouldn't have been able to do that for Mary if you didn't know what she loved, right? If you can, if you have the emotional intelligence, which you do, Lori, 100%, you have it. If you have the emotional intelligence to communicate it that way, they're always going to take the meeting, right? Is that helpful?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Good job, Lori.
I love the little tweaks. Just like wording
Cool.
things differently is so helpful.
Yeah, 100%. And again, this isn't, I'm not smart, you guys. I was taught by someone else. So like, I'm just repeating stuff that I was taught. I'm not good. I'm trained, right? All right. Joe T. Did I see you? Joe T, you're up next, buddy. You ready?
Okay,
How was your birthday, dude? Did you rage?
great, thank you.
Cool. All right, let's spin it for Joe.
Oh, so close.
Joe, you've had this one.
Yep,
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, hey, I'm working with a realtor, but can you show me this home?
absolutely.
You did it! Yay! Cool. Joe nailed it. Joe, why can you elaborate? Why would we go show that person the house?
Just to show them that we're different than every other realtor out there. Chances are the realtor that they're working with out there doesn't do the same things we do. So I'll be able, once I meet with them, I'll be able to show them how we're different from everyone else. And hopefully they'll start working with me.
Cool. If they're talking to you, do you think that their realtor is like really, really good and like
No.
all over it? No, right? Yeah, dude, if your chick's talking to me, I don't know, something's going on, right? All right, cool. All right, cool. That was awesome, Joe. Great, you nailed it. All right, cool. Gabby, you ready? You're up next. How are you? Good to see you. Let's spin that wheel. Yeah, this is fun. Oof.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a
Hey,
tough
is this hey guys, is this relevant right now or no?
Yes.
Yeah, it is relevant, right? Cool, man. All right, Gabby. This is your first time here, no problem. Hey, so like we do this in our organization, we encourage failing forward, right? Which means you can make mistakes, right? We understand that like if you dude, everything that I've ever done, I've done it wrong the first time. And if you think that I've done things, if you think I did everything at 100% the first time I ever did it, it's not correct. So we're all gonna learn for this. So you ready? I'm coming at you with a rebuttal. Hey Gabby, you know what? I was going to buy a house. I'm pre-approved. I have the down payment, but you know what? Interest rates are just too high right now.
Well, I would say that, we can always, maybe lower down the budget in order to fit their monthly payment.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I just thought about it just now too.
That's good.
Or we can do something that's like a flipper home. Ask them like, oh, are you artistic? Did you ever wanted to build your own home? We can, get a house like really cheap, knock it down. And then, your equity will grow over time when it's time for you to, sell it. And being that it's renovated, I'll do something like that.
Awesome. Guys, who's got some other rebuttals for this? Some feedback.
I would compare it to history.
What does that mean?
I'd explain how historically 6% interest rates are historically low. And if we date back to the 80s, they used to be 10 to 15 to 16%. And then I'd leverage that. I don't know.
Okay,
That's
cool.
what I- yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I would say, lowering the budget on payment would make sense. Also, like depending on what their current situation is, if they're renting, the interest rates on rent are 100%, right? And depending on their situation, if they find
Hold on.
themselves,
Jason, what did you just say?
I was saying as far as the interest rates being too high, if they're renters currently, it would make sense to purchase now instead of continuing to pay a rental, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they find themselves in a very setting for renovations, that would make sense.
Is that me that's breaking up? Can you guys hear me?
This is Jason.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can just continue. I'm sorry.
No, that's quite all right, man. I liked what you said. Let's touch on this. I don't know. Actually, here, let me turn this off real quick. Let me stop video for background. All right, guys, check this out. So here's a you guys see this graph right here? It's so they're both the same graph, right? Here, this is equity, right? So when you're renting, your rent goes up, but equity it always stays zero. Does that make sense? It's always like this, right? Over here, so what you want to do is you're going to find out the person's situation. If they're renting, this is what their life looks like. Over here, your mortgage payment always stays the same. Does that make sense? But equity in your house always goes up. Does everyone get that? If you could pull this thing out and draw it for people, it will, like, especially if they're renting. So basically, equity, you're never going to earn any equity at all renting, right? And your rent is always going to go up, right? If you're over here, if you own a house, your mortgage payment is fixed. It's never changing, and the equity is going to go up. And a quick Google search of like what a quick Google search of like the history of the value of homes just goes up tremendously, right? So one thing I would do this, Gabby, I liked how you talked about the budget, right? So it's like what I talk to people about when interest rates come up is thanks, Lauren. What I talk about when it comes to interest rates is I say, hey guys, first of all, I'm gonna be like, do you fully understand your buying power, right? They're gonna be like, well, what do you mean? I don't ask people if they're pre-approved. That's like a confronting question, right? Like, hey, are you pre-approved? That's like the old ladies at Weicker. Like, are you pre-approved? No, I'm not showing you a house. Click. Like I see these TikTok videos, like showing a house to someone that's not pre-approved. Like, I'm gonna meet someone that's interested in talking about real estate, right? Does that make sense? I'm gonna go meet them and see if there's an opportunity. Most likely, if they're not ready to buy now, if I do the right thing, they're gonna be ready to buy in 6 months or a year. And so what happens is I go and meet with that person and I ask him like, hey, do you fully understand your buying power, right? And so what happens then is I have our mortgage lender, Evan Beach, I have his Calendly set and I set an appointment with him and that person. And I explain to them, like, you're not married to a purchase price. What are they married to, you guys?
Monthly payment.
Correct. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, you're married to a monthly payment. Do you guys know what number you're comfortable at monthly? Cool. Well, let's go talk about interest. Let's go talk about how today's current interest rate will be connected to your budget, right? Because if they're looking at 600,000, they might need to be at 500 now. And by the way, everyone please, I hope you're like, write this down, listen to it, tattoo it on your face, whatever. Any buyers you're working with right now, interest rates just went up considerably. They should be getting re-qualified with their lender. I'll say this again. Your top 10 buyers you're working with right now, you should be having a conversation with them and they should be being re-qualified. They should have a conversation with their lender, right? Does that make sense to everyone, right? Interest rates have doubled since Christmas, okay? They've doubled, okay? Ethan is 100% right. They're still historically low. Do you understand your buying power? And here's the thing, guys. There's also the confirm and redirect. Like interest rates are too high. Cool. If I'm hearing you correctly, you feel that interest rates have gone up, correct? Yeah, great. What had you thinking about making a move anyway? Because if they're talking to you, they probably want to move. Does that make sense, guys? And the noise right now, oh my God, you can't look at Instagram or whatever without hearing about 75 basis points, the Fed, the stock market, Bitcoin, crypto. Like, they want you to be scared. I turn that stuff off, by the way, you guys. Like, they want you to be scared. I sold houses in 2008, 2009, 2010. Like, people need, the cool thing about real estate, you guys, is life happens, right? We get married, we get divorced, people die, we have kids go to college. Like, people need to move, so we're going to be all right. And that's kind of the conversations that you should be having with people, right? And also, like, you know, it also comes, I'll just share this with you guys, man. I own some real estate, and I've earned a lot. I've built wealth through real estate, and there's no better investment, whether it's buying your first house or your second house or whatever. That's the way to do it. So I think all those answers are correct. And I think 100%, it comes down to motivation. And I would just ask them, like, hey, what had you make a move anyway? Well, you know what? I hate my landlord. Or, you know what? We're having a baby and I live with my mom. Like, cool, man. Let's figure this out, right? And then I always talk about the monthly payment. Is there a monthly payment you're comfortable with? Cool. If we can fit you in that monthly payment and the house was perfect, would you buy it? They would probably say what? Yeah, but Gabby, you were right with adjusting the budget, things like that. It's just digging deeper, right, you guys? And everyone's gonna tell you interest rates are too high. I just refinanced the house at 6%, right? Like, people are still doing stuff. Like, it's okay. Oh, and this is what I wanted to tell you guys. When it comes to interest rates, I think this stuff is important. I feel like the Fed is doing the right thing right now. The Fed is doing exactly what they have to do to tame inflation. I feel like it was a good call. Like, I think it's what we should be doing, right? I think that the government, the Fed, whatever, I think they felt like the pandemic was going to go on for longer, right? I think they were like, holy shit, this is going to be a while. And it corrected a lot faster than everyone suspected. And they put a lot of money out in the streets, right? You guys, these PPP loans, like they put a lot of money out on the streets, right? And so now they got to tame all that inflation, right? Now pizza is $50, right? You know, so they have to tame all of that so our pizza isn't $50. And so the good news is, whenever this happens, right? If this fixes everything, which we're hoping it will, that's the whole point of doing this. The rates will do what again in a year, you guys?
Drop.
Just like taking a breath and then breathing out, right? That's what's happening right now. So this is not like, oh my God, the sky is falling, whatever. These are the rates for the rest of our lives, blah, blah, blah. What's happening is now the Fed has to go in, they have to fix what happened. And the only way they could do that, the way that they broke it was by printing too much money. The only way that they can fix it is by raising rates. This is how the two ways that the Fed can control inflation, right? And I think this is a good thing, right, for all of us. So our pizza isn't $500 next year. So that's kind of it. So the other thing is I locked in a rate over 6% for an investment property today. I don't I don't love that or whatever, but I know that in a year, when it takes a breath, I'm just going to do a refi. That makes sense? You guys have any? That's like a really hot topic right now. Do you guys have any questions about any of that? Does that all make sense to you guys? Cool. And I hope you can convey that. Hope you can sound smart, right? And convey that stuff so with through all the noise that you're hearing, that's really the message that needs to be held, right? And by the way, wealth is built through homeownership, and there's no other, like, that's where everyone should be putting their money, right? So cool. Good job, Gabby. Thanks for being willing to try. That was awesome. And hopefully we all learned. So anybody have any other questions? Want to add anything to the interest rate rebuttal? Okay, Ethan Hines, you're up, dude.
Please land on a bonus. Please land on a bonus.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Ethan, I'm going to read 3 quotes. And you have to tell me which one is a common Joe Oz phrase. Are you ready?
Ready.
Worked really hard on this, okay? Okay, here are the 3 quotes. Behind every great man is a woman rolling her eyes. You've got to slow down to speed up. Anybody that tells you that money is the root of all evil doesn't effing have it.
Read them again.
I feel like it could be the third one, but my gut goes with a second.
Oh, it's
I'm gonna
fine.
say you have to slow down to speed up.
Yes, you win. The first quote was from Jim Carrey, and the last quote was from Boiler Room.
That
Yep.
boiler room, that's what I knew. Yeah,
Hell yeah, it's from Boiler Room.
that's why I connected that to you.
I would say-
down for a gift card.
Good job, Ethan. I would I'll say the third one in private. So Ethan, spin it again, dude. That was a bonus, man. Oh my god, that was amazing.
Sweet.
All right, here we go. Do you want me to spin it again and get a different one?
Hey, Ethan, will you do it for 3%?
No. Okay.
Hey, Ethan, I like. I think we agreed on price here. I love your marketing. And you know what, dude? I just saw a commercial for Redfin, and they said they'll do it for 3%. Can you match that, and then we can move forward?
I could tell you I cannot do 3%. Our normal rate is 5%. And the reason why we do this is because we have to offer a commission to the buyer. And then we also need a commission for our real estate team, in which we're able to provide these resources in order to sell your home for the most amount of money in the fastest period of time. We do put aside money for the marketing in terms of expenses for photography and maximizing your home's exposure with Google click ads and Facebook marketing. This is all an expense to our real estate team. And this is how we're going to sell your home for the most amount of money and net you the most amount of money at the end of the day. In order to do so, we do charge a higher commission rate. But your benefit is that we can guarantee we're going to sell your home faster and for more money than Redfin will at a 3% rate.
Okay, that makes sense. Will you do it? What's the difference? Will you do it for 4%?
What I can tell you is we can do it for 4%. We're not going to be able to advocate as much money towards marketing your home as if we did it for 5%, but we're still going to sell your money faster and from your home faster and for more money than if we did it for 3%. So how about we meet in the middle at 4.5?
Perfect, dude. Yes.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. That was awesome. See, you're like, you know what? I usually don't come off 5%, but I can do 4.5. Cool.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, Redfin is they're a transactionally based company. And Redfin pays hourly rates, right? And I'll tell you guys this, you should probably write this down, remember, or whatever. Like, if anyone ever brings up Redfin, I was doing an open house once. This is in Orange County, California. Redfin's like, you guys don't have Redfin in New Jersey like they do in other parts of the country. But I had a bad experience with Redfin in Maryland and also in California. I was doing an open house for a listing that I had in Orange County, and a Redfin agent came in, and I was like, hey, how do you like doing? I was like, hey, how do you like Redfin, man? I was thinking about Redfin. I said something like that just to like get some information out of him or whatever. He was like, dude, it's great, man. He's like, I'm going to meet these buyers right now. It's like Uber, like they turn on their phone. They're like, dude, I took these people. I'm going to get paid $30 for showing one. I'm going to get paid $60. It's like $30 an hour or something. It's like, I'm going to get paid for 2 hours for showing them one house. And you want to know what the best part is? I'm like, no, tell me. He's like, after they're gone, I don't care if they buy the house or not. I'm going to get paid either way. And I usually share that with people. I'll be like, well, the transactional companies, they don't really have, they're not invested in your home. So that they don't, like, they're not contractually required to help you, right? And so I'll share that with people. And then like, yeah, you're Ethan. I'll go over marketing and things like that with them. But cool. All right, let's move on to anyone else have any feedback or any questions? Let's give Ethan another one. Oh man, Ethan's got the touch, dude.
Oh boy.
I'm just really excited to share this with you. So I'm really glad that they're landing on bonus. All right, so I'm gonna read three quotes. One of them is from Joe Oz. You have to tell me which quote it is. So many to choose from. I was gonna say like write it down, but Joe's already said it 18 times already in this call, so I couldn't do that one. All right, here are the 3 quotes. All right, time on task beats talent time after time. Keep the change, you filthy animal. I don't believe in following the systems.
The first one.
Amazing, good job.
Yay.
Yeah.
And keep the change, you filthy animal. That's from Home Alone, just in case you weren't aware.
All right, sorry, it's happy hour. I had to get more coffee. All right, cool. Let's move on. Ethan had 3 spins. He won thousands of dollars already. Oh wait, are you guys frozen? Am I frozen?
No, you're good.
You're frozen, but we can hear you.
All right, cool. Cassandra, you ready?
Wait, Cassandra, you're on mute.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Cassandra. Are you having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think
this
I'm
is-
ready, but I'll give it a try.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'm ready. I'm gonna do my best, right? We're gonna have, as long as we're
Alright.
having, listen, as long as we're having fun, right? If it's not fun, it's not worth doing. If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. So let's go ahead and send it for Cassandra. Got
What
it.
is your commission?
Yeah. So can I set it up? Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna set it up.
Oh, wait.
So you're on the phone. You're on the dude. This is a killer. This is a killer question that you can't answer it over the phone. So what do you say, right? So what'll happen is you'll be on the phone. You'll be trying to set a listing appointment. You'll be like, all right, great, cool. I'll come over to your house and meet with you. So what'll happen is I'll say, cool. Before we meet, what's your commission? What do you got, Cassandra?
Before we meet. So before we meet, I'd rather not discuss commission right now. This is more of a conversation for us to have in person. And while we're having that conversation, I can also give you all of the details about our listing together.
That was awesome. That was really good. That was really good. That was really, really, really good. Does anybody else have anything else to should I lean into her a little bit? Yeah, but what's your commission? Like, what do you guys charge? Like, can you just tell me?
What we charge, it depends. And this is something that we can get into a deep conversation about, but that's not the type of conversation that I can have over the phone with you right now.
Okay, cool. That was really good. Anybody have any feedback on that? Any suggestions? Anything we've done differently?
Can you say commissions are negotiable, and when we meet, we'll go over all the different types of commissions that are available?
So I just wrote down 100%, Joe. Good job, man. I just wrote down the word negotiable, right? I would write this down. This script has saved me 100 times, right? You know what? We're I always say with this, I'm like, you know what? We're not pigs. We don't need all the money in the world, right? We're negotiable up to 5%. So it just depends on your house, the marketing plan. And really, I just got to see your house to see what we're going to do. Are we doing a drone video? Are we doing a lifestyle movie? Are we filming a movie at your house, right? Like, what are we doing? Do we need to get the pool? Do we need to bring our drone down the bay, down the lagoon? So there's a lot of things, who's most likely going to buy your house? Is it, when I look at the migration trends, is someone coming from New York? Are we advertising? How are we doing this? So every house is different. This is the script. We're negotiable up to 5%. So it all depends on, what you're comfortable with and what I'm comfortable with. And by the way, we haven't even met yet. I just want to make sure you like me, I like you, we like the house, and we think we can help you. If I see an opportunity there, we're going to explore that opportunity. If we don't, then, at least we've met and you've heard, our marketing plan. How's that sound? So I always say we're negotiable up to 5%. What does that mean?
We charge between 1% and 5%.
Sure. Joe, you were saying something. I don't know. I think you're on. We're negotiable up to 5%. What do you guys think that means?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, that we can go up anywhere from up to 5%.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh,
You're just like, no, it means it's kind of confusing. It's like, hey man, you're basically saying like, hey, I'm willing to work with you. Let's just meet and see if it's a match. If you ever have that vibe, like, yo, I'm negotiable. We're negotiable up to 5%. That has saved me so much. They're like, oh, okay. No one has ever asked me what that means. They're like, oh, okay. It just means that you're willing to negotiate. Yeah, that means I am. And exactly what Joe said. He's like, it's all negotiable. Why don't we sit down? And then I always anchor it back down. The word opportunity, right? Like, I use that word constantly. Can anyone reasonably say no to an opportunity? No, right? Like, I want to explore every opportunity possible, right? So like, if you say this is the exact script, this is the script that I said to me, Gil and I took 50 listings together in 2019, right? By talking to people. And the exact script I used was, hey, you know what? I'm just looking to see if there's an opportunity there. I would love to just take a look at your house and see if there's an opportunity. If there is an opportunity, I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to tell you my ideas. And if you like my ideas, by the way, a lot of this is from Boiler Room. If you like my ideas, we're probably going to work together. And if you don't like my ideas, then at least you've heard what I have to say. We can shake hands and stay. Is that helpful, guys? Awesome. Cool. Radical. Good job, Cassandra. Let's do like one more and then we will did everyone get a chance? I think so, yeah. Cool. I guess Lauren's next. Psych, just kidding.
I was like, please don't. It's a lot.
All right. Someone's going again. It's either Ethan or Lori. Ethan's in the restroom, so it's gonna be Lori. Lori, you ready to go? One last one to go again, and then what we'll do is we'll go over some ahas. I'm gonna ask you guys if we should do this again, and if there's any rebuttals that you've had that you got stuck on that you want to share with the share on a group level, we'll do that. So let's spin it for Lori.
Can I spin it again?
Yes, of course. You can do whatever you want.
All right, we're gonna keep going till we get bonus.
Yeah.
Can I spin again?
Lauren, you can do whatever you want. You
This
keep
is
spinning
great.
to. You keep spinning to.
You guys are just gonna watch me spin the wheel for the next 15 minutes.
It making me so nervous by keeping spinning it.
Oh, right there, stop. No, I am determined. Oh, what does it say? It's the buyer says it's a bad time. I'll try one more and then I'll. I'm getting mad at this thing. Can we just pick one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. It's the buyer one. It's, are you the listing agent when they call in?
Cool. Laura, you ready?
I'm ready.
Hi, this is Alex. I'm connecting with a local agent now. No, you're gonna be like, hi, I saw you, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, cool. All right,
Make up an address.
I gotcha. Hi, this is Lori, your Zillow Premier Agent with the Joe Oz Real Estate Group. How are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome. I saw that you were interested in 123 Banana Street. When would you like to see that today?
Are you the listing agent?
Yeah, so I am directly partnered with the listing agent. We work together through Zillow to get the home sold.
Okay.
So when would you like to see it today?
All right, good. 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Awesome. Do you want to keep going?
No, you're good. So one thing I would say is that, yeah, I'm directly partnered with the listing agent. It's my job to show you the house. I always add that one in there. It's my job to show you the house. That's exactly why Zillow connected us. It's hard to like rebuttal that one, right? And then, yeah, then just go right, steamroll them right into the appointment, right? Cool. When did you want to go see that one? You know, as long as you're confident and you're in control, you should have like no issue at all, right? Cool. Does anyone, good job, Lori. Good job, everyone. Did you guys have fun? Should we do this again? Was this kind of cool, like different than like our normal kind of training? Is there any other rebuttals you guys are getting right now? We've got like 10 minutes here. Do you want to talk about what's going on in the market? Is anything you guys want to, any ahas, anything right now you guys want to cover?
Anything?
What's that?
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Cool. Hold on one second. I just wanted to, there was a few notes I had. All right, cool. I'm gonna go over a couple things with you guys, all right? Just some talking points really quickly that I wrote down last night. So with interest rates the way they are and everything that's happening in the market, right? So when buyers has anyone had buyers just feel discouraged yet? Or is everyone like not even like, people just don't care? Anybody had any feedback from any of their buyers or nothing so far?
Yeah,
What's that?
I said not really, not yet.
Cool.
I think the only problem is that I've heard is finding a home that they enjoy, like in their price range.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, with interest rates going up, that's going to affect their monthly payment, right? So like just from the interest rate hike in the last, depending what price point you're in the last few days, it's probably a difference. Like I was like refinancing a house. I'll share with you guys, man. Like my monthly payment went up about $300 this week. So like that's a lot of money, right? Like, and that's just kind of what's going to happen, right? So I'm refinancing a house. I don't have a choice to like already own the house or whatever, but like, but what's going to happen next is if someone's in a certain price point, they might have to go to a different price point, right? There's a lot of pros. So what's happening is there's a pros that are really great for buyers, and I'm going to go over those with you guys. Can anybody think of any pros right now that an interest rate hike would help out? How it would help out a buyer?
Less competition.
Who said that?
Lauren Martin.
Yeah.
With the Jones Group.
Yeah, it's like the first thing on my list. Yeah, correct. Less competition. Lauren gets the ding ding ding. Yeah, so there's less competition, right? The days of like 50 offers are kind of over, right? Like you know, when the realtor, I hate this, right? When the realtor puts the picture of like the like Black Friday line at the open house on social media. It's like that's going to kind of be over. Let's see here. It's still far better than renting. Buying a house is still far better than renting, and you're also still paying down principal. Like when you own a house, you're still paying down principal for something that you own, and it's still a write-off on your taxes next year, right? We're probably not paying 8% over list price anymore. If that makes sense. Like I think we're still going to be paying at where houses are listed at, but I don't think we're going to have to be doing that 5, 6, 7, 8, 10% over list price. And there's going to be more supply, right? There'll be more to pick from, and interest rates are temporary, so you can always do that refi. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm glad you guys came. I think this is super fun. Should we do this again?
Yes.
I'm on for it.
Awesome. Cool.
So, because I have many quotes I'd like to stuff to you.
Cool. We'll definitely do this again. Thanks, guys. Have fun.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Yeah.